Before we start, think about this for a second. Zoe is always smiling, always joking, always the loudest one in the room. She feels harmless, almost like she's just there for fun. But what if that version of Zoe is only what the movie wants you to see? Because hidden in small looks, background moments, and throwaway jokes are details that slowly reveal something much deeper. The kind of details you only notice when you stop watching casually and really pay attention. Now, let's look closer at Zoe. Have you noticed that Zoe and Jinnu might actually be siblings? It all starts with a small detail at the beginning of the movie. When we first meet the Saja Boys, only Jinnu and Zoe are wearing silver earrings, and they're also the only ones with natural black hair. No one else in the group shares those traits. Later on, it gets even more interesting. At the end of the movie, Zoe is wearing a hoodie with Derpy the tiger on it, but only Jinnu and Rumi were supposed to know about Derpy. So the question is, how did Zoe know? From what we see in Jinnu's memories, it looks like Zoe may have been adopted by the demon hunters after being separated from her family. That could explain why demon hunting feels so natural to her, and why she's the only one genuinely vibing to the Saja Boys and smiling while watching Rumi and Jinnu's videos. Now let's talk about that awkward stage moment. During the Saja Boys show, when both groups bow politely, Zoe clearly struggles. She looks stiff, confused, and uncomfortable, while Mira and Rumi bow smoothly without any effort. The reason is actually simple. Mira and Rumi grew up in Korea, where bowing is something you do your whole life. Zoe, on the other hand, grew up in the United States, so she never learned to bow that way. That's why she stands out so much in that scene, especially next to the Saja Boys, who bend effortlessly. At first, it feels like Zoe doesn't like baby Saja at all, but if you pay closer attention, that's not true. During the fan signing event, baby Saja intentionally sits next to Zoe. Then later, during the scene where Huntrix jumps off the plane, Zoe does a heart cheek pose. That exact pose was already copied by baby Saja earlier. That small detail quietly confirms that Zoe actually likes him, even if she tries to hide it. There's also a moment during the train fight that hits much deeper than it looks. While Mira and Rumi are arguing, Zoe stands behind them, completely silent. She doesn't interrupt or joke around like she usually does. Instead, she just watches. That small head turn and the way she looks down feel familiar, like she's seen this kind of fight before. It almost feels like she's not just watching her friends argue, but remembering something painful from her past, possibly fights between her parents. The movie also drops several small clues that Zoe grew up in America. She's the youngest in the group, yet she's the first one to eat. Her ramen flavor of choice is hamburger. She never sings in Korean throughout the movie, and she's the only one who hurts her back trying to bow properly. Each detail seems small on its own, but together they all point to the same conclusion. Then there's Zoe's obsession with turtles. She doesn't just like them. She has a turtle phone case, turtle pajamas, turtle dolls next to her computer, and she even watched 700 turtle videos in a row. She also hides under her hat, the same way a turtle hides inside its shell. At first, it looks like a cute joke, but it might actually mean more. In Korean culture, turtles symbolize protection and longevity, and since we know almost nothing about Zoe's family, her turtle pajamas could be hinting at something deeper. Maybe a hidden family connection, maybe even a legacy tied to demon hunting. It could also represent how Zoe is constantly balancing between two worlds. There was also a deleted scene in the original Golden music video that changes how you see Zoe. In that version, we see her being bullied in America just for liking K-pop. Some kids even push her into a locker. That moment explains a lot. It explains why Zoe is always smiling, always joking, and always trying to please everyone. Deep down, she's afraid of being rejected again.
I do have one idea. Actually 57, but let's start with my favorite.
When Zoe jokes about having 57 ideas, most people think it's just a random line, but it isn't. According to the songwriter behind the movie's music, the song How It's Done went through 57 demo versions before the final one was chosen. That makes Zoe's line a hidden Easter egg that most viewers completely missed. During one live performance scene, when Rumi suddenly starts losing her voice, Zoe does a small and subtle dance move. It's easy to miss, but that move is exactly the same one the Saja Boys perform in Your Idol. That raises a quiet question. Did Zoe learn it from them, or did they learn it from her? Throughout the movie, whenever the Saja Boys perform, Zoe isn't just watching. She's smiling, singing, and dancing along like she feels a deeper connection to them. During battles, she also shows strength that sometimes feels a little too powerful to be normal. That connection feels strange, almost like she understands the demons more than she should. At the end of the movie, during Your Idol, Zoe looks completely uninterested at first. But the moment Mystery starts singing, her expression changes. Her face softens. She relaxes. She even smiles. That voice clearly means something to her. The tiger on Zoe's hoodie also tells a hidden story. Derpy originally belonged to Jinnu. After Jinnu died protecting Rumi, Rumi kept the tiger and eventually shared the story with Zoe. Knowing how much Zoe loves animals, it makes sense that she would take care of it. And if you look closely in the final scene, Derpy's teeth are noticeably cleaner than before. Someone has clearly been taking good care of him. Another detail most people miss is that Zoe never changes her hairstyle. Not once. Even in scenes where it wouldn't make sense, like when she's in the bathtub, her hair looks exactly the same. Her earrings also match the ones Celine wears during performances. That suggests Zoe may have modeled herself after the idol who inspired her, holding on to the dream that first pushed her toward huntrix. There's also a theory that Zoe was never meant to be a hunter in the first place. What if she has no hunter blood, no prophecy, and no ancient lineage? That would explain why her powers work differently from Mira and Rumi's. Instead of relying on magic, Zoe survives through instinct, intelligence, and strategy. That might be why demons can't predict her, and why they target her first. In Zoe's introduction scene, we see her sitting on the floor in America, listening to music and writing lyrics in her notebook. If you look closely, those lyrics perfectly match how it's done. But the song is about killing demons and protecting the world. So how did Zoe know those words before she ever joined Huntrix? There's also a connection between Zoe and the newest Huntrix member. The new member's weapon, a chakram, perfectly complements Zoe's fighting style. Both weapons work at close range and long range, which hints at balance and shared purpose. That similarity suggests they may be more closely connected than we think. Did you notice this hidden detail about Zoe in K-pop Demon Hunters? In the scene where Zoe and Mira discover Rumi's demon patterns, the tension instantly rises. Rumi tries to explain herself. Mira lifts her weapon. Zoe pulls out her Shine Kal-All knives. But if you look closely, something feels off. Zoe doesn't use all three knives. She only draws one. And that small detail means everything. Zoe wasn't trying to defeat Rumi. She wasn't even attacking her. She was just trying to stop her. Zoe jokes the most in the group, and that usually means she's hiding the most. She rarely reacts to demons with fear. Instead, she watches them with curiosity. And when you put all these details together, it becomes clear that Zoe isn't just comic relief. She's the emotional center, the mystery holding everything together, and possibly the key to what happens next. Did you notice this detail about Zoe in this scene? Zoe might actually be the reason the demons knew the lyrics to Takedown. When Rumi tells Mira and Zoe that she doesn't like the song, Zoe immediately pulls out her notebook and starts suggesting new lyrics. But when the idea gets shut down, Zoe gets frustrated. She almost rips the notebook, then throws it away. Now, before I explain the mistake, imagine living in the K-pop Demon Hunters world for real. Who would you be? If it's Zoe, drop a rose in the comments. If it's Mira, like and subscribe. If it's Rumi, share this video. Now here's the wild part. What if the demons found Zoe's notebook and learned the entire song from it? That would explain how they already knew the lyrics before the battle even started.